What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hot Book Alert Live. Hey now, everybody. I see everybody out there in YouTube land. Hot Book Alert Live, where we bring you the latest and the greatest in comic books and comic book sales. I am your main man, Mercenite, coming at you on the ones and the twos. And joining me is the one and only back from his sabbatical.
Yeah, sorry I missed you guys last week. Life got in the way. Although had I known that you were going to go for 4 hours, man, I could have hopped on because
At some point,
by the time I was able to get back home and get some downtime, you had been going on for an hour and 45. I think I assume that you're getting ready to wrap up, and then I go to watch the next day, and freaking you and Heroes went for a 4-hour marathon. So I could have hopped on, but anyways, that was fun to watch. It was so long, I had to break that thing up into multiple segments. I'm not anywhere for 4 hours to sit and grind through, but it was good, man. It was a great show.
Yeah, it was a great show. Heroes Reborn. He very impromptu. He jumped on last second, at the very last second, and we had a great time, man. Yeah, like you said, 4-hour show. Oh, and joining me is Mr. Longshort. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right.
Heroes Reborn. He jumped on, and we had a great discussion. Like I said, lasted almost 4 hours, 2 seconds short of 4 hours. So, and luckily I was hopped up on energy drinks that night. Otherwise, I probably would have tapped out myself. But I did take a quick nap before doing the show. So I'm I'm feeling good right now. We're doing all right. How was your week?
It wasn't bad, man. I had some decent comic book success. But no shows to speak of around here. Hit up a couple LCSs, going to be off to Europe here shortly, so I'll get some chance to dig out there, which will be fun. Good week overall. Scored a couple of cool books. I've posted most of them on IG. Got a couple others that I'll share later, but not bad. How was yours?
It was pretty good, man. That week, it was weird because I'd kind of expected to just hang out this week up until this comic book show or convention this Sunday, right? I just figured, I'm not going to do anything, but I got the itch. To want to go dig, and it worked out very well. And you can watch my comic book haul from, what is it, Friday?
Yeah, you dropped that on Friday. That was a good one.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna plug my comic book. Okay, so here is. I'm gonna share screen. Where the hell is share screen? Here you go. Window. Okay, so here is my YouTube channel here, and which you're on, which you happen to be. You're on my YouTube channel, but here is my. I gotta zoom in. Here is my comic book haul that I did on Friday. This was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Found a lot of great books for cover price.
Yeah, some really damn good books in that haul. Really good.
So a lot of Red Hood and the Outlaws, a lot of Nightwing, and found some cool Archies. I found another Innuendo Archie cover, and in this Tomb Raider number 21 right here. I didn't know anything about this book.
And this is some of those go for some really good money.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that. Yeah, and I didn't realize it came out in 2002. So this is like a 23-year-old book.
Yeah, man, when you say it like that, I feel old.
2002. This book is probably older than Caitlin Clark. It's a good chance. But yeah, was a great time hunting for comics, and yeah. So watch the haul. It was a great haul. All right. Nightwings. Yeah. Those Nightwings are wild. I was kind of shocked. I was really shocked by by what those Nightwings are going for. But yeah, great week. Oh, this was a fun week, and I had a convention today. Went to a convention, and I made out pretty well. I spent a lot, but I think for what I got, I think it makes up for it. So I showed Mr. Longshort some of it. So
you did well, man. You did well. I assume you're saving that up for a future haul video.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to get rid of like a couple of books, but we'll see. All right. But this was a very, very fun week. Very fun. All right. Let's get into some sales.
All right.
Okay. So and as far as going 4 hours, here's the thing. I gotta wake up. I gotta take the cat. I gotta take the cat to the vet in the morning. So,
Dude, for 4 hours, I would basically just have to like go take a shower and go to work. So
you go from the you just straight from the show to the shower to work, and then fall asleep during a meeting. Hey, Heroes Reborn Comics, what's up, buddy?
Good to see you on the show last week, buddy. We aren't breaking that record. I can tell you that right now. That record may stand for a while, I think.
But I will say this: it was a really, really good response for last week's
great.
Show. That was a lot of fun. And Heroes Reborn, a lot of great insight. And I was talking to Ben about this. I'm like, I realize I don't have that much to say. I don't have that much to say. And I really don't know that much. But I'm glad I'm surrounded by people that actually do. Like, I love it, but I don't know that much about it. But I surround myself with people that do know something about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Heroes had literally a good story for almost every damn book on the show. So that's why it went for as long as it did.
Mm-hmm. It was a great time. And it won't be the last time you see Heroes Reborn, for sure. All right. Ben would need to start at 6 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds about right, man.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to have you on again. All right. Okay, so what are we talking about here? So we have a PSA graded book. I like these PSA graded books. I like seeing them.
Yeah, man, it's great to have a good competitor in the market. I think it's healthy.
Yeah, and hopefully, do you think? Okay, so somewhere along the way, CBCS, I feels like they stumbled somewhere along the way.
I don't think they pushed as hard as they could have. Like they were just kind of like complacent. You know what I mean? Like they just never made a big push for it. And I have no issue buying their books. I want to be clear. Like I got no issue with CBCS at all. I don't get hung up on labels like some other people do, but like I really like the way their new book looks, and like I would never hesitate to buy one. But yeah, they just never. You know, CGC's had some real issues, and they never really went for the jugular on any of it. You know what I mean? So, so it left a big wide lane for PSA to come in and take some market share, and looks like they're definitely doing that.
And there's something about so they've got the reputation. They've got the reputation as far as the cards go. And do you feel that normie appeal can translate?
I don't know if I call it normie appeal or not. It feels like any of the card guys who have some exposure to comics may just use them out of just like, familiarity. I feel like they'll probably do okay in magazines, certainly sports magazines. But I hope they succeed. I mean, I haven't seen one of the slabs like everybody else. Everybody says like they're super durable.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to have their own growing pains. Like there's no question about it. I've already read some things about like the labels not being filled out, left blank on the back in terms of specifics about the book. And, anybody trying to grow a business is going to have some missteps, and we'll just see how bad the community punishes them for it or not. But, so far so good. Like I've heard people say they can't stand the label. Doesn't bother me at all. I don't get hung up on that stuff. But I hope they succeed, man. I really, really do.
Okay, so this thing sold for $5. Okay, so this PSA Amazing Spider-Man #1. So it's a 1.5, and this sold for $5,200.
It's not bad. I mean, that's right where it's going for in CGC. CGC sale was a little bit lower than that, so nobody. They did not take a haircut on selling this.
All right, that's good. So so these haven't hit. So PSAs haven't hit Heritage yet.
No, and I don't. From what I've been seeing, is like this is kind of an exception. Like most of the books I've seen graded are bronze to modern, a lot of copper.
Mm-hmm.
And those books don't always do very well at Heritage. You know what I mean? Like those books sell better on eBay. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but
I'm interested for keys like this to PSA graded keys like this to jump on Heritage and see to see what happens.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's interesting to analyze them and compare the prices. I think somebody was saying that CBCS, when they first came to market, initially their books were selling very well, as well. So we'll see if this is just sort of the novelty bump that they're getting right now, and in a year from now, if it's still holding in there. For me, like if you believe that the grader is reputable, I would have no issue buying a book graded from PSA.
Mm-hmm. But this looks. I mean, the case looks good.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, so we've got the Amazing Spider-Man #14, a CGC 8.5. So this is an old label. So this
Really
thing's sold for $4,000. And a newer label, 9.2, sold for $18,900.
Wow.
Now, what were you gonna say?
No, 19 grand for that, huh?
I mean, it is a 9.2, but damn. Yeah. Okay, so aren't you supposed to switch this thing out of get this thing out of a slab, and then after however many years?
I mean, I've heard that, although I haven't seen any evidence of how they break down. What are they saying, like every decade or something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, has anybody ever seen a book that's been in there too long, like any issues that develop?
I haven't heard anything.
Because, I mean, if you think about that for a second, right? So let's just say you've got some big time books. Let's just take a ridiculous example, like an Action 1. Okay. And every 10 years, you have to get that thing reslabbed. I mean, are they going to hit you up? I mean, are they just going to replace it and that's that? Or are they going to hit you with like the grading premium? Because, I mean, that's a fuck ton of money, right? That you've got to pay them for a book of that value.
And you got to worry about them going, oh, you know what? This thing this thing isn't what the grade that we graded it originally.
Yeah.
There's some wear that occurred while in the slab, so we're gonna knock some points off.
Yeah, man, that just seems like if you actually have to crack them out every 10 years, whatever it is, I mean, that's a huge pain in the ass.
Okay, so Bill Carson says no, they changed that. CGC says they initially said, but testing shows you never need to reslab. Okay.
Okay, all right.
All right. I'm not mad at that then. Well, that's good to know. All right, next. All right, so this is Exhibit A as to why you shouldn't auction off certain things. Unless you really don't care, this is why you don't auction off certain things. So look at this. You got the Thrawn, like every variant from the first series. You got the Matina variant. You got the what's
This
that
is
one?
a terrible picture. I mean,
I
this
know. This is awful. Let me see if I can find the listing for this, or maybe do I have it?
I mean, this is probably evidence that the seller didn't know what they had, because you'd be highlighting some of those books front and center.
I know. Okay, so I mean, this seller has what, 1,000 feedback. This thing just looks so like it just looks nonchalant. Like,
yeah, he has 1,000 feedback, but is it from comics or does he sell other shit? Like,
let me see. Seller's other items. Nothing else. Literally nothing else. Yeah, I mean, they sell comics.
All right, I don't know.
God, look at this dude. Wow. So look at the this Dr. Aphra set. I mean, this was like, this book here, number 3, was like a $250 book at one point.
Yeah.
And they only got like $54.
You can't sell comics this way, man. Oh well. Guess he doesn't give a shit.
Apparently. Selling a lot of comics. I mean, a lot of Star Wars stuff. Yes, it's selling a lot of, just a lot of Star Wars. Yeah, it's just nothing but Star Wars, actually.
Okay, so he probably doesn't really, he's not plugged into the comics as much as what they're going for.
So initially selling cowboy boots and jeans.
That's crazy, man.
And just getting, okay, so if you had this entire set of Thrawn, if you had this entire set, what are you pricing it at? And like,
I mean,
and you'd be willing to sit on that price.
I mean, a few $100 for sure. I mean, issue number 1's probably still a $200-300 book, even though the character flopped. You know, that's the Matina, the close-up one.
Yeah. I mean, it's still what, $1,000 9.8 at least.
Yeah, it's probably
It's at least that.
I remember that book was nuts though, back in the when they announced that I mean, God, I remember that shit going so crazy.
Yeah.
I never had any of it. Like, I've never really. I mean, I used to like the Star Wars movies, but after like fucking The Last Jedi, like I just checked out of the new stuff. I just couldn't bring myself to like. I just didn't do it for me, and so I didn't have any of the comics, and all that shit went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I just remember the prices Star Wars stuff was going for in like late 2020, early 2021. It's crazy.
It was wild, man. They took all that goodwill and just kind of
Flushed it.
Flush it, yeah. That's a shame. But what price would you price all that?
I'd have to go through them, man. I'm not. I mean, let's just assume for a second that the Matina is a 9.8 candidate. So I'm making that up. $750.
Okay.
What are the other big ones in there? I'm trying to. There's a couple of variants for number 1, right?
Yeah, you got the animation variant.
Yeah, on the left there.
Yeah. Animation variant. And then you got the regular cover, and then the big one, 1 in 50. Number 2. Or no, yeah, number 2 regular cover. Okay. Oh wow, you get 2 copies of the regular cover. All right.
Yeah, it's probably a little light. I mean, you could almost list it. I mean,
somebody got a deal.
Somebody stole this
for sure.
Liger, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well tonight, buddy.
I got a 6-hour show. I gotta take Sylvester to the vet in the morning, so bright and early. All right. Okay, so these Sonic the Hedgehog variants, I'm always I don't know, shocked by it. Shocked is the right word, but I'm always like, oh.
Yeah, Sonic is no joke, man. No joke.
Hold on. Did I? Okay, that is. So this raw copy of number 22, so the retail incentive variant, I'm not sure what the ratio is, like 1 in 10 or something like that?
Yeah, probably a 1 in 10.
Yeah, so this thing sold for $200. It's an easy $200 book.
They're always worth grabbing, man.
I never see these.
The 1 in 10s? Because even the stores that I know that stock it aren't even buying 10 copies of it. I never see them in the wild either. Ever.
I'm you know what? There's a title that I see all the time. It's My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, right?
Yeah.
I see the retail incentives for those all the time, and you would think those go for something, but they don't.
There's a few My Little Ponies that go for something, but most of them don't.
And I see like who the writer is on a lot of them, and it's Jeremy Whitley.
Well, he's
and then I'm like, oh, now I know why they don't go for anything.
Yeah, I mean, I've got one, a real tough one, and I'm like, I don't know what I did with this one right here. This one right here. This is a real tough book to find, and I don't even want to hold it because
I know, right?
That dumbass wrote it. But this is a mighty Melville book. This thing's a legit ghost.
Yeah.
And every time I see it, I'm like, fucking Jeremy Whitley.
It's caustic.
Oh God.
And we have a Captain America number 7, CGC 9.4. So this is the Venomized variant.
Yeah, it's funny that we were talking about this exact book in the chat earlier in the day.
Yeah. I'm not sure who bought this though. And it sold for $300. And I think the initial price was what, 400?
350 or 400, yeah.
But yeah, for whatever reason, I thought this book didn't go for that much anymore. I don't know.
It wasn't. I mean, it's been selling around $200 raw, and I usually equate 9.4s to raw prices for modern books.
If you have a raw, so if you have a raw book, or rather, a book that's a 9.4, and it's graded 9.4, do you just go ahead and crack it out or leave it as is?
I think it's a coin flip at that point. You know what I mean? I don't think you're going to get, unless it's hyper rare, I don't think you're going to get much of a bump for selling it that way, or super in demand. I'd probably leave it, but to be honest, you might actually get more for it selling it raw.
That's what I was thinking.
Because everybody wants to dream, so
I think the hope of a higher grade will sell it faster than the actual grade. So
yeah, I think that's probably right. Yeah, hey Bruce, what's up, buddy? Yeah, that is a cool cover, but I can't. That book was on the second Ghost show we ever did back on the Flipside days, and that was Mighty Mel V's pick. So I can't take credit for that. But when I found it digging last summer, I think it was, it kind of stopped me in my tracks because I'd never seen one online, and I'd certainly never seen one in person. And it was like $25, $25.
Gee, what's it going for?
It doesn't sell. I mean,
I
know there are people that want it, so
I got you. All right, next. Okay, so now this book here, it's like I was aware of it, but I just kind of forgot about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't thought about this book in forever.
Okay, so this is 4001 AD, and this is a Jeffries Comics, and this is a Veregi. How do you pronounce this?
I think it's Veregi. That's why I'm not saying that's right. That's just how I've always said it.
Veregi, variant from 2016, and I think we're past the days of these stores' ugly ass logos being on the store exclusives, like being like on the front cover. They usually put them on the back cover anymore.
Yeah, but Midtown and Mile High and a lot of in the early days they would put them on the front.
I think we're past those days, right?
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
But I mean, this is a great cover, kind of marred by a shitty store logo, this ugly green store logo, but still a great cover. And this thing raw sold for $117.15 after 11 bids.
Wow, it's impressive,
man. And this is the type of book you really aren't gonna find. To me, you aren't gonna find it digging. Do you? I mean, because you really don't find store exclusives digging, right?
They're starting to, as collections start to get recycled, I'm starting to see more and more of them, more so than I ever did before.
Okay.
Right. People just getting out of the hobby, and they move everything, and then they matriculate into the wild.
You know what? I was gonna ask about Veregi, and
yeah, he'd been sick for a while.
Damn, man, that really sucks.
Yeah,
because it's like I thought I heard something, but I just kind of put it out of my mind. But yeah,
I think it was last year. I'm losing track of time, but I think it was like last year maybe that he died. Maybe it was the year before, but yeah, it sucks.
Oh shit! Yeah, he died last year. Damn. Wow. Zoom in. So April 2024. Wow. Damn.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Okay. Wow. And he had some really like great covers. If you remember that Moon Knight.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, he had some bangers, man. He had such a cool style.
It was like it was blocky.
Yeah,
blocky.
But he mixed it up. Like he would have like that blocky style, but he could do other things as well. But that Moon Knight, that hieroglyphic cover, yeah, we had that on the Ghost show. I remember, and that book went fucking nuts after that. Like I remember there was like a sale, $500 or $600 or something. Shortly after.
Yep. Yeah, I had that book for a time. So yeah, this guy had some really, really really great covers.
I'd hang on to that Moon Knight Liger, man, if I had it. It's a cool book.
Man, that sucks. All right. All right. What the hell else were we talking about?
Oh, sorry. What's that in the middle there?
Dark Avengers #1 New York Comic Con variant. So this 9/8 sold for $300. And I believe the original price on it was like $350, I believe.
Wow. I don't really see that book very often.
I don't. I remember there was a time this book was really hot.
This version of it, or just Dark Avengers in general?
Yeah, Dark Avengers. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean Dark Avengers. When the Thunderbolts movie was being first talked about, the Dark Avengers shit all took off.
Mm-hmm. People were kind of resting, like it just the possibilities when the MCU was riding high. The possibilities were endless. You know what I mean? So
yeah, think about that window when all of that spec stuff went nuts. So you just had Endgame, right? Blew the fucking doors off. I mean, probably like peak comic book cinema, and then more or less COVID hit, right? And then you had a year of literally nothing. And it was just the imagination running wild. Right, this is coming up. They're going to kill it with this. They're going to kill it with that. Right, because they hadn't really had that many misses. Really, if you think about those first three phases,
yeah,
there really were very few. Even the bad ones were good, and people just got so fucking hyped up. And then they started putting out dud after dud after dud, and sent the whole fucking thing crashing down out there after.
Now the MCU is just like Star Wars.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Hopefully they can turn it around, but I mean, it's nuts when Disney comes out and says they need some boy IPs. I mean, they fucking had the two biggest fucking boy IPs you could want, and so like go ahead and fix those things, man. Well, what else are you gonna get?
You're familiar with Chris Gore, the film guy, the film reviewer?
Okay, yeah, I've seen some of his stuff.
Yeah, because he used to be on Attack of the Show back in the day.
Yeah.
And he has a like a film review channel on YouTube, and I think he tweeted out something like turning Star Wars into a girl brand. And this was before things went south. He's like turning the Star Wars into a girl brand will be the single biggest mistake in movie, something to that effect. To that effect. And this was about probably a year or two ago. And turned out he was right.
Yeah, no, that was a big miscalculation. I think they thought they would pull in more fans, but they ended up doing alienating the existing fan base and not pulling in any new fans at all. So, so be it. Like, I agree. The Marvel Zombies trailer looked good. I'm fingers crossed that's good. That was pretty hyped when I saw that. Looked pretty fun.
I miss oh my gosh, the days of Attack of the Show. My God, so I watched from like what 2007, like the beginning of 2007 up to like 2012, probably like up till the end, up to the very end. And yeah, those were fun times, man. I used to play a ton of video games. And this was before I actually started getting more hardcore into comics. And it was like a toss up between what I was interested in more, like between video games and comics. You know what I mean? But the comics won out because I haven't played a video game in damn near 10 years. But damn, man, that was a lot of fun. That was so much fun.
Feels like a long time ago.
It does. And Olivia Munn, my God. Yeah. I think she pulled through, so that's good. All right. Deliver. Okay, so what is this? Is it actually a Delivery Boy Man comic?
Yeah, I believe it. I believe that it is. This book is rare, but there's always one selling. I don't know if somebody's sitting on a stack and is dripping them out, but like I see a sale of this book like every month. It feels like.
Yeah, this one because it doesn't feel rare, but it goes for a lot. Because, like you said, there's always a sale for this thing every week or so. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? I
I
always
don't
see
know.
this thing pop up.
Yeah, and it always fetches a pretty healthy price tag every single time. This
Okay.
is from Futurama, right?
Yep. So this came. Oh wow, this came out in 2010. Okay, but yeah, I don't know anything about it, so I just see
Yeah.
the cover. I just see enough covers. I just see enough sales of it to just go, man, that's really expensive. That's really expensive.
Tom's saying there were giveaways at San Diego Comic Con. I may have heard that. So somebody found the
Ah,
stash that they weren't all given away, and they're just dropping one every week for $300.
leaking out a copy every week. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do a deep dive. All right, what's next?
Here we go.
Okay. So this is the ultimate of the blind bags. If you guys remember Harley's Little Black Book, they were giving out. They were doing back in the day. They were doing the what original? Weren't they doing original sketches?
Yeah, God, there was some original art in there, and that was a long time ago. What year was that?
Oh god, like 2016, 2017.
That recently? It feels so much longer.
It really does. Whenever the time of the Suicide Squad movie was,
The original one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. God, I remember that movie being so bad.
You know what? I was so, like, I remember because I remember going to see that movie with Mike, and like I was kind of excited just because you had like the superhero cameo from Batman and all that kind of
Yeah,
shit. You
no,
know what
I
I mean? It
I was
felt like,
hyped for it. I was hyped for it.
yeah, it felt comic booky at first, and then it just kind of like degraded. You know what I mean?
Oh God, yeah, I remember. I went with a buddy, and we were like, "That may be the worst movie we've seen."
All right, let's get into
But
it.
this new Batman run by Fraction, I really liked it.
Okay, so you read it.
Yeah, it's like it just feels like a little bit more focused. Like it's just like about Batman, and not like all the extended family.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jorge Jimenez art is like really on point, like really on point. And I have a soft spot for Fraction, like the Hawkeye run that he did with Clint Barton and Kate Bishop back in the day is still probably one of my favorites. So
Yes.
yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's not like the greatest thing ever, but like I don't know, I thought it was pretty good.
Okay, so let's see what's sold. Okay, so these blind bags. The one you really want to try to find is the gold foil.
Yeah, those things are moving for pretty big bucks.
Okay, so you got the Jim Lee gold foil.
These are all like 1 in 500s and 1 in 1000s, basically.
Yes. So you got Jim Lee here. It's okay.
What I find interesting about these ratios for these blind bags is, how we've always talked for years. You look at the print run, you can back into how many of them might exist.
Yeah.
But that number is never accurate because it's per store, right? For those
Mm-hmm.
orders. These are for the entire you know, the entire shipment is my understanding. So if they're going to do 500,000, I'm just making it. It's 1 in 500 out of 500,000, right?
Yeah.
So even if you bought 500 blind bags, you might not be guaranteed to get any of these.
Exactly. And here's the one here. Okay. What did you think about just the cover of Batman 1? Like just the regular cover.
It was pretty simple. I mean, I didn't think it was the greatest thing ever. There was a lot of just variants that you could have bought outside of the blind bags.
Mm-hmm.
It was all right.
I don't know why this just looks way too plain.
Yeah, I mean, this one without any trade dress on it, it just looks like it's missing something. But basically, the blind bags are all, or the hits are all foil versions of the original covers.
Yeah.
So they could have been a little bit more creative in that. You know what the funny thing is? My LCS didn't order a single one for the shelf.
Oh, wow.
And I went and talked to him, like, you having a big day with these? He's like, we haven't even had a single person come in and ask for it.
Wow. Wow.
That doesn't mean anything, but they said, yeah, it's like, it's not like, when Absolute Batman came out, we were getting phone calls and all that shit. They said that they didn't order any, unless people requested them. And they had nobody come in asking for them.
Damn.
The blind bags are going to burn themselves out spectacularly here at some point. But we've got a little ways to go before we get there.
I wonder how these blind bags will account for the sales.
What do you mean?
Like you have people just buying blind bags just to try to get that 1 in 1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're just gonna gamble and gamble. And I wonder how, you know what I mean? I wonder how many people are actually doing that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I liken it to like the gimmick comics of the 90s, where you had people coming in and just buying. They weren't in the hobby, they were just buying as many. I mean, there wasn't the same opportunity to get a hit like this, but they were still just buying all that shit like crazy. So
yes,
it's going to inflate the numbers wildly for sure. I mean, Mark Spears with his blind bags, which are a little bit different. Like, he's putting some really cool things in there, really limited things in there. So, like, a little bit of a different animal. But I think the orders that he's going to get on that are going to be in the hundreds of thousands.
Okay, so his blind bags, are they kind of like equal in value?
What do you mean? The price of the buy-in on them?
Yeah, well, as far as like the stuff that you're getting in the blind bags.
I think the buy-ins on these were like $8 to $10, something like that. I want to say for the Batman ones. Don't quote me on that, but Justin, they had plenty of that Batman on the shelves. They just weren't stocking the blind bags. They just bought the cover A's and maybe a couple of the variants.
Oh yeah. As far as okay, so DC missed the opportunity to do wraparounds with those Jim Lee covers. Okay.
Well, it'll be interesting to keep an eye on these, see how they hold up over the years.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Okay, do you remember when the New 52 hit and you had Batman, the sketch variant for Batman #1 and the sketch for Action Comics #1? You remember when those came out?
Yeah.
And do you remember what those were going for?
They were hot as hell.
They were like in the hundreds of dollars, especially Action Comics #1.
Yeah, a couple $100.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. ACTIONCOMICS #1 NEW New 52 SKTCH. Let's see what it's going for now. If we can even find it. Okay, so this was the hottest book of like 2011 right here. This Rags Morales Action Comics #1. And I swear this book was easily in the hundreds of dollars.
Not anymore, my friend.
And now look at it. You got it. It's up for $75 and nobody's buying it. And you had the Batman #1. BATMAN #1 NEW New 52 SKETCH sketch variant. And this one still seems to be holding a little bit stronger, but not by that much, really. Is it at all? No, because there's no sale. Well, all right. So you have a 9.8 for $320, and you have a number, and you got a raw copy that sold back in June for $128. But this was easily going for like 300 raw back in the day.
Yeah.
Easy. So like you said, it's going to be really interesting to see how those foil 1 in 1,000 those 1 in 1,000s hold up in the future. So
yeah, it'd be interesting to keep an eye open for those.
All right, Three Rivers Batman went up for $14.90, $15 before I even got mine. No margin left. Good for collectors, but not for retailers. My LCS had tons left. Yeah, I noticed. Because, okay, so Batman seems to be going the way that I thought Ultimate Spider-Man #1 was going to go. But that book, that #1 is still in the $100 range.
The Ultimate Spider-Man?
Yeah, from last year, early last year.
They're going to end it, I think, here pretty soon.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm just curious of how that book hangs in there over time.
Huh. Oh, wow.
I think that this is my read on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That Ultimate line came out before the Absolute line, and the Absolute line is doing a hell of a lot better across the board.
Oh.
And I think that they're probably just going to relaunch the Ultimate line with a more of an Absolute vibe to it. This is my read on that.
Oh,
because Ultimate Endgame is coming out later this year.
Ah, okay. So. All right. You'd think they just want to keep it going, but all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's doing okay, but it's DC has been eating Marvel's lunch lately when it comes to comic sales. I mean, Marvel's fucking lost. They got to let go of all those editors and really get someone in there who actually likes comic books. But I mean, they're putting out a fucking food book. I mean, this is fucking C.B. Cebulski's brilliant idea. Yeah, I mean, Marvel just needs some help. But I think, yeah, my guess is they're going to relaunch the Ultimate Comics again, but, probably, more in line with what the original Ultimates line was. Fresh takes on all characters.
Everybody's younger.
Yeah, starting from the beginning.
Okay. That'll be interesting. Or maybe not. Oh, C.B. Cebulski. He's the guy he's the editor-in-chief of Marvel who has an IG page, but he just posts pictures of food.
But they're putting out a food book. Like, I'm not joking. I saw this and I thought it was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? I can't can't think of what it is.
Oh my gosh. You ain't look at this.
Meals to Astonish cooks up. Yeah, it's Marvel's Meals to Astonish.
So this is CB Cebulski, the editor, the Jim Lee, or no, the Jim Shooter Stan Lee of Marvel, of the current Marvel Comics.
People think I'm joking when you go to this guy is literally running the biggest comic company in the world, and this is his fucking page. It's about what he's eating all the time. Like, he should go run a restaurant or something, man. Seriously, like, that's clearly where his passion is.
Look at this fucking fat fucking slob. Get out of here. Fuck you, dude. What's going on? Jim Shooter would never. Oh, could you imagine Jim Shooter having an IG page in like the early 80s?
That would be awesome, actually. But that was a dude who was passionate about comic books, man. This dude, I mean, listen, he's passionate about food, and they're putting out a fucking book, Meals to Astonish.
Jim Shooter doesn't even know who this guy is. He has no fucking clue. Some fat guy came up to me and wanted to take a picture. Get out of here.
There's literally like 20 food posts for every comic book he puts up.
Not the reincarnation stand. Absolutely not. Wow. Oh, actually, this don't look too bad. PB&J Reese's peanut butter cups. This doesn't look too bad. I'm with this. I'm finally with you, CB.
You guys are on the same page. Sorry, did not mean to derail that conversation.
All right, what are we talking? What's next, man? A diabetes candidate? No lies. All right, what are we talking about next? All right, The Amazing Spider-Man number 129, CGC 9.4. This 9.4 sold for $4,200.
Punisher is hot, probably the hottest Marvel character right now. It's kind of wild that they're putting Punisher in the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
And like a major role, like, that's Marvel's flagship. It's kid friendly. John Bernthal, like, he's got a pretty firm like take on what the Punisher, how the Punisher should be portrayed. It's just an interesting take for me, but I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. What did that sell for?
$4,200.
Yeah, that's right about. This has been 9.4 has been selling right around $4,000 for about a year.
What was it doing in the crazy times? Do you remember?
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, it actually didn't go as crazy as some other ones, but a 9.4 kind of peaked around like $8,000. So twice as high as it was now.
Okay. Bernthal is to Punisher is Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. It feels like we finally got a lock on a live action Punisher. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he takes the role very seriously, and he tells Marvel, like, if we're doing it, this is how we're doing it. All right, we're not going to pussyfoot out of it. So yeah, and I think Marvel's come around on their take on the Punisher. There's 2 series coming out. Palmiotti's coming back and doing like a Marvel Knights series, and there's a new Red Band coming out where they're letting Punisher be the fucking character that people want. So we'll see.
How are they going to retcon the Punisher's wife coming back to divorce him?
I don't know. I think they're probably just going to ignore it, or like
that never happened.
Treat it like as a hallucination or something. I don't know.
There you go. So they took away his skull because the people that Marvel don't like, they appropriated it. They took away the skull insignia and gave him some bullshit, and they put him through the ringer. And
then they came out with that new Punisher series where it wasn't even Frank Castle.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, the people that appropriate it, they don't buy comics.
No,
they just like the skull. All right, next is Star Wars: The Clone Wars. This was the I would say this was the hottest book of the crazy times, in my opinion. In my humble opinion.
I mean, this was way up there, man. This is way down. Holy, this thing hit 10 grand?
I believe so. Back in the day.
Hold on,
yes. So the book we're talking about is the Clone Wars. What the variant, the 1000 Dark Horse 1000 variant.
Yeah, it was limited to 1,000 copies.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, I'm curious what.
So this 9.8 sold for $2,500.
There's also a newsie of this too.
Yeah.
Well, not of this one, sorry, of the original.
Of the original.
Of the cover art, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong. It wasn't 10 grand. It was 16 grand.
Oh shit.
Woo! It's fucking wild.
Wow, man. What's crazy about this is that there was a store that I went to for the it was about 2 hours away from me, right? And you could look up their inventory online, and they had this thing for probably cover price back in the day. And I remember I think it was maybe $50 or something like that. They had two copies. And then when this thing blew up, I think they raised the price to $500. And then they still sold though. You know what I mean?
Dude, I can't believe that.
It's all the times that I went into that store and it was there. But I mean, I wasn't searching for Clone Wars, so.
I paid no attention to Star Wars comics, and then when they blew up, I remember Phil, he knew everything Phil, everything about the Star Wars comics, and he was killing it. And I was just I was just watching people play that game.
Me, I play. I got 2 long boxes. I had portions of my comic book hauls devoted to strictly Star Wars. I was doing it. I was playing the game. I played that dangerous game.
I just didn't know what the fuck I was looking for. I was just
it was fun at the time. You getting into it because I mean, for me, I was cover price into those books. You know what I mean? So it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, man, I was deep into the game, and then it just kind of petered out. You know what I mean? And so
it was a Kaiser Soze, and just like that, it was.
Yeah, you ain't lying. It literally was just like that, and then it just died. So I mean, listen, 2,500 is respectable, but compare that to 16 grand. Then you want to be catatonic if you bought in at 16. I bet you that person still hasn't regained consciousness. It's a pretty good chance. All right, next is All Winners Comics number 19, CGC 6.5, sold for $5,500. So for the money, which one would you rather have, the All Winners or Amazing Spider-Man in a 9.4?
Probably all winners. I mean, even though I don't have a 129, and I would like to have one, but putting on the spot, it probably the all winners is going to be a shit ton harder to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially in the 6.5. I don't have the listing. Let me see if I can find it. Do I have it? Here we go. Okay, so originally it was so this sold for 5,500. So originally it was 7,500 or best offer. This looks pretty. Jesus, these horrible fucking pictures, man.
Dude, I don't know why they take them on an angle like that, because of the glare or something.
It's gotta be.
Like, you can do. There's other ways to take the fucking picture. I mean, this picture is better. Why not use this one as the?
But all you get is 2 pictures. That's it.
You don't even get the back, huh?
Not don't even get the back. Okay.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I dig that.
All right. That is a strong sale.
Yeah.
That's a very strong sale. All right, what's next? This is the book that I have in this exact grade, and I am on Batman 251 CGC 9.4 watch. So this is this 9.4 sold for $2,651.99 after 43 bids.
Would you let yours go for that price?
No. That's a 9.4, man. I couldn't. I don't think I could. I mean, this book is older than The Punisher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's an important book.
Yeah. To me, this is the... Listen, I've said it once. If I've said it once, then I've said it 1,000 times. This is the first appearance of this modern Joker. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%. This is the version of the Joker that has become famous. You know, the psychotic, you know, sociopath.
Yeah. So that's like, oh, okay. So Heroes Reborn. He sent me this pic. Oh wow.
Nice. That's his?
Yeah, signed by Stan Lee in 2016, 1.8.
Beautiful.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right. But yeah, this freaking that's too cheap for me, man. And a 9.4, forget about it. No. I would not sell it.
It feels low for that one.
Yeah, man, it feels light. It feels like if you send your hoe out on the track and she comes back and you just come back, this feels light. You got to send her back out. No, absolutely not. All right, next is Edge of Spider-Verse #2, CGC 9.8. So this sold for $2,500 after 3 bids. Which one do you like better? Which one you taking? The Edge of Spider-Verse 9.8 or the Batman 9.4?
I'll go with the Batman. I do like the Spider-Gwen character, but I've got a 9.8 of the misprint with the dark background, and
yeah,
I don't love this cover, so I'm going with the Joker. Okay, I don't mind it. I just don't love it. Like, I don't think it's better than the cover A.
Okay, I got you. And what the hell is this?
What did that thing peek at? I'm just curious. Edge of Spider-Verse.
Oh shoot, man! I want to say like I want to say like no more than $4,000.
No, I hit 5 for sure, right? I think so. Let's find out.
For whatever reason, I want to say 3,600.
Really?
For whatever reason.
I felt that thing was. Here we go. I felt it hit 5, but I don't freaking know.
It probably did.
Yeah, it hit like 12.
No.
Yeah.
No. God dang
13.
it.
May 2022.
Okay.
13K.
Holy crap. What date was that?
May 2022.
Shit. You know, I don't know shit anymore. Damn.
Those were wild times though, man.
We'll never see anything like it again. Wow. Okay. Next is astonishing number 30. So this raw copy here sold for $1,060 after 28 bids. So you got astonishing.
Such a classic cover.
Yeah, we've talked about this book before. Got the eyeball. You got the eyeball zap cover. This had to have been in Seduction of the Innocent.
You'd think so. Skin melting off.
Yeah. Poor guy.
What about the girl just seeing it go down?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's all a chick is good for anyway, man. Just seeing you like all fucked up. She's like, she's like, all she can do is just go, and then move on. That's all. I'm playing. But not by much. I mean, decent. Do you like it for this price? For
I don't mind it. But for this price tag, there's other books I'd probably buy first.
Okay.
I mean, that's nothing wrong with this, and I'd buy this book at the right price, but for this price, I can think of a few other books that I'd buy first, but I got no hate for it. It's a great looking book.
All right. What are we doing next? Okay. Batman Adventures 12. CGC 9.8 non-newsstand, so direct edition. So this sold for $1,533 after 19 bids.
That's way up its highs too.
Yeah. What was the high?
Look it up.
Yeah, I want to say. Now this one, I want to say 3,600. Yeah, I'm probably way off.
I know the Newsies got way up there.
Yeah.
But,
I would still like to have a 9.8 of this at some point. Yeah, the high was like 5K. Yeah. Yeah, this book and ASM 300 were like in the 5K range.
According to Go Collect, it never got quite there. It got like into like the mid 4s.
Okay. All right.
Which is still very respectable, because I mean this book has, there's quite a few in the census of this book. Almost 10 grand. For a kid's book, that's a lot that survived, 10,000 of them.
Yeah. To me, I think people knew what this was early on, and they just kind of.
Oh, the Newsy, yeah. Heroes. The Newsy probably went for 5. I could even see one going for a little bit more.
Yeah. All right. What's next? Hulk. Hulk number 2, CGC 3.0. This sold for $1,500 after 23 bids. Which one do you like better, the Hulk or the Batman Adventures in the 9.8?
I mean, as bad as DC has fucked up Harley, probably it's a tough one. I mean, this is the first Green Hulk, right? So, I mean, this book. I'm trying to think what you could move easier.
Mm-hmm.
I can't bring myself to. I'm going to say the Hulk. I just can't. I wanted to say the Batman Adventures.
Okay. All right.
I would say the Hulk.
Right on. Okay, so I've got a 4.0 of this Hulk too, and that's probably as close as that's as close to number one as I think I'm ever going to get. And first appearance of Green Hulk, so that's as good as it gets for me.
Yeah.
All right. Next is, look at this, a 9.4 Ninja Turtles number 1, CGC 9.4. This sold for $19,500.
Yeah, man. I am not like the biggest Turtles fan, but I would love to own one of these. I mean, if you think about, this is by far, I would say, the most valuable independent property ever created from comics. And they're from Massachusetts, and west, not too far from where I live. I'd love to have one of these OGs in my collection. It's a really cool book.
Yeah, this was a buy it now, so you know what I mean. If they probably could have upped this price significantly, and it still would have sold. You know what I mean? Because hell, I mean, 5.0s are going for what, 20, right?
Yeah, this somebody got a deal here.
Yeah, relatively speaking, it wouldn't be a deal for me because I couldn't afford it. But you know what I mean? For somebody that could afford it, it was a good deal. So I was gonna say, let me see, which one are you taking? The Ninja Turtles, or shit? Let's see, or this Spidey 9.2.
I'm gonna go with the Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Didn't they only do like 3,000 of those things?
Oh, if that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Turtles in this case. But yeah, man. Somebody got a pretty good deal there.
Okay.
If you want to say dropping 20 grand is a good deal.
All right. Next is Salvation Run number 7. This was a hot book back in the day.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this one not that long ago. A long story short, I think. Yeah, this is always a great book.
So this is the Neil Adams variant for number 7. CGC 9.8 sold for $200. Which, I don't know. This feels like it should be going for more. Because, okay, so there was a time it was really hot. Then it dipped. And I don't know. It feels like it's trying to climb its way back up. I don't know.
As I think you might say, on basic principle, this should be selling for a little bit more.
Yes. It feels like it wants to be somebody again. Like, okay, so you're saying this book, like, just off of principle, it should be at least a $300-ish book.
A 9.8 of this should be like a $300 book.
Totally agree. But yeah, this is such a great cover. Great Neil Adams Joker cover. I mean, the guy who revolutionized the Joker, doing like a modern variant of the Joker. Yeah. I don't know. I'm with this. I'm not mad at this. All right. Next is Astro Adventures number 6, 1988. So this is a Bruce Timm cover. And this copy sold for $112 after 3 bids. Dude, do you come across these Bruce Timms?
No, man, I'm never. I actively hunt for Bruce Timm stuff. So, what number was it?
This is Astro Adventures number 6 from 1988. Like these guys, I guess these monochromatic pamphlet looking Bruce Timms, I never see them. Never freaking see them.
No, they're all tough to get.
I'm surprised it only went for 100.
Yeah, that should have gone for more. Somebody got a good deal there.
I wonder.
That was a steal.
So, is this a Griffin Publishing deal?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Like,
all that shit from '88 when he was doing it was stuff.
All right. Okay. So, in my comic book haul from Friday, I talked about the Dan Mora variants. So you had the Matina, no, not Matina, but the Yasmin Putri Red Hood variants, and you had the Dan Mora Nightwing variants from like late 2010s, early 2020s, right? And these cardstock cover Bs, like certain ones go for money. And
I have this book. I bought it just off the rack. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
I don't know where the fuck it is. I was just like, there's nothing special about this one. This is wow.
I don't know. Okay. Certain ones, like as far as the covers go, you would think, oh, this one is like a $50 book as well. But no, it just goes for cover price. You know what I'm saying? And then the very next issue will be, like Nightwing 105, and that'll be like $100 book.
Yeah, I remember buying this book. I've got it somewhere, but there's a bunch with this vibe that Mora did during this time period with Batgirl.
It's funny. I never noticed Dan Mora at all, and he's
legit talent. Mora's really good.
He seems to be their go-to variant guy.
Well, isn't he also doing? I want to say Mora's doing interiors too, right? Is he drawing?
Yeah, I just really don't know. I legit don't know.
Yeah, more. His lines are clean, and he's got he's not just cranking out the same pose over and over again. Like, he's mixing it up.
Yeah. So, okay, so this Batgirls number 13. So this is from 2023. And I noticed it's a lot of these books that are pre-new DC logo. You know what I mean? And so so this Batgirls number 13, so this raw copy sold for $100.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man. I just can't really put my finger on why some go for money and others don't. You know what I mean?
Availability, maybe, or just I don't know. All right, I gotta look. I've got a lot of his stuff from this era.
I tell you what, man, it would be worth just digging them out and just sitting down and seeing what they go for.
Yeah, man. Well, I got a project ahead of me then. If they're $100 a piece, fucking.
So yeah, and when I was at that store where I found like all those cover price variants, I was definitely looking for this. But I didn't see it. So maybe I just kind of need to clear my head and then go back.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll find it again. All right, but be on the lookout for these cardstock cover Bs. No, it's so weird. Like, just like you'll come across some covers that you will swear go for big money,
and they're nothing.
Yeah. And then you'll see like something very unassuming, and it'll be like a $50-$100 book.
But, because they were an extra $1 for these cardstock cover Bs, a lot of stores just weren't stocking them. They just buy the cover A's, and particularly like for books that didn't have a huge following. So
yeah. All right, next. We've got Hetty Divine, number 23. So this CGC 4.5 sold for $210.
I'd say that's a steal because I bought that goddamn book. That's my purchase.
That's what's up. Yeah. That is awesome. Okay. All right, so this sold for 210.50 after 3 bids. Okay, so what were you?
I sniped it on, was it Saturday night? Or yeah, it was Saturday night when I sniped this thing. Yeah, well, so I love Hetty Divine, but this is her second appearance.
Uh-huh.
She appeared in the first appearance, the issue prior to this one, but this is like the classic image. Like if you search up Hetty Divine, this is always the one that comes up. And I think there's only like 3 graded copies of this or something really low.
Okay.
And yeah, I saw it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see if I can snipe this thing for, I don't know, for $200. It seemed like it was a layup.
Okay. All right. Nice. That is beautiful. Good job, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I can't believe you had it on the show.
Dude, the cover is amazing.
Oh, I know. I
And
was just keeping an eye on it, like because there's only one other bid in there. I'm like, whoever bid this thing, hopefully they're not up. And yeah, I ended up getting it. So
that's what's up. Beautiful. Nice.
I'll post some pictures of it when it comes in. If it comes in before I have to go travel for work.
Okay. Hell yeah. All right. What's next? Okay, so this is a Bronze Age lot. So 128 bucks. I mean, yeah, 128 books that sold for $615 after 38 bids. And I want to take a look and see if this thing is worth $600. Okay.
I mean, you got a lot of. Yeah, I mean, this shit is all really hot right now.
So we have DC Bronze Age horror. I can't say I'm that big of a Bronze Age horror fan, but
this stuff is all starting to come to life, though.
Okay.
So I think, this looks like a reasonably good purchase here. You know, the condition is going to tell the real story, but I can't really tell from these pictures. But
we have some superhero fare in here. I mean, nothing really stands out.
No, but I bet you if you go look up some of those House of Secrets and stuff, there's plenty of $50, $75 books on there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I always thought Freedom Fighters #1 was gonna hit. I don't know why.
Just give it time, man. Just give it time. Its day will come.
Oh, jeez. So we got Ragman, Metalman, a couple issues of Detective. Okay, all right. At least there's like Batman in it, you know.
So it was 128 comics for $600.
Yeah, $615.
So basically $5 a piece.
Okay.
If your job was to buy that and flip it, you would make money.
Okay, all right.
No questions.
All right.
You should more than double up, I would say, when it's all said and done.
All right. Now here's something that I'm into right here. Where I wouldn't be into this Bronze Age lot, I would be into this here. I'm not showing. Am I showing?
Yeah.
Screen? Okay. So we got a lot of 20 DC romance books. So this sold for $227 after 9 bids. Do I have the listing? Yes. I want to take a look at this really quickly. Come on. All right. Okay. So a lot of 20. So Falling in Love, number 11.
Yeah, these are great.
Number 13. And they look really solid too.
Yeah.
101.
You know, the close up with the girl crying, those always seem to do well.
Yes. Number 103. So it looks like they're all not mostly a lot falling in love. A lot of Falling in Love. 108. Secret Hearts. Number 33. Okay.
Look how big they make the fucking comics code on these. Like, do you think that was intentional?
Yeah, they didn't want to get in trouble.
I mean, it's like it's covering up the trade dress. It's so big.
It was so funny because, like, if you remember, like DC well into the 2000s, they still had like the comics code, but it was minuscule like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, decent, very decent covers.
The funny thing with the comics code, it was just optional, right? It wasn't like it was an actually governing body. Like
No,
if you wanted to have that seal on the book, you needed to follow certain standards, right? But if you didn't want the seal, you could just publish whatever the hell you want. You know what I mean?
I don't remember Charlton really having the comics code on their books. I don't remember. I can't think.
I mean,
If they did or didn't.
Stan Lee wrote some stories where it didn't follow the comics code, and they just weren't on the. They weren't on there.
I think overall they just didn't want the government breathing down their necks. You know what I mean? So it was like self-regulating. We love each other, you know it, and all the fences in the world aren't going to keep us apart. Man, she is looking woo. I wouldn't even want to look at that face.
RBF.
Man. Okay, Secret Hearts number 39. This
what was this lot going for again?
I think this sold for $227. This one, okay, 94. So Silver Age into Bronze Age romance. Okay.
Yeah, these are great, man.
Yeah. I like this. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this lot. Good stuff. All right. What's next? Captain Fearless, number 1 from 1941. So this CGC 4.0 sold for $415 after 22 bids. Captain Fearless. All right, so I've never heard of this before.
Yeah, I don't recognize it at all. What year does it say it was?
1941.
Wow. All right.
First appearance of Mr. Miracle. Okay. So we got a Nazi smasher cover here. All right. So Davy Crockett. Just taking on a random assortment here. All right. I've never heard of this before, and I've never seen this cover.
No.
It's pretty interesting. All right, but look at this. I like this. So My Past Confessions?
Yeah, that looks great.
Number 8. So this raw copy here sold for $133. I love this cover.
Yeah, man. I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Okay, so what is this? What does this thing say? It says, yeah, it's My Past Confession. Oh, and look at that. So you got a little bit. So you got a tear at the staple here. Oh, wow. This thing is this. Okay, so this cover is detached.
And it's still got $113, whatever it was.
Yep. But this is a great cover, though.
Really, really a good looking cover.
Yes, there is another man. Damn, these chicks are cold.
Man.
God dang. Woo. If you weren't any stronger, man, these chicks have you jumping off a bridge.
I mean, yeah, these the dialogue on these romance covers can be brutal.
Look at the You see it in the background. Wow. But this is a great cover, though. I'm not mad at this.
Beautiful.
I would love to find a more solid copy of this. This would stop me dead in my tracks.
On my radar now, man.
Hell yeah. Is this a long story short worthy book?
It is. Remind me. I'll put it on for Thursday.
Okay. All right. What's next? Oh, Elephant Man. Number what the hell? What is this? What is this, a number one?
Yeah, but it came out in the middle of the run.
So is it like a special or something like that?
Yeah, it's a 1 in 15. You know, I'm buying too many books because this is also my purchase.
You know what? I wanted to make this the thumb. Hold on.
It's right here. It's a 1 in 15. These Campbell 1 in 15s from Elephant Men are all ridiculously hard. So this was an auction with a buy it now, and I just bought it.
You know what? Okay, so I wanted to make this the thumbnail, but I could not find any images of this at all.
Yeah, these are tough. These are really, really tough books. I mean, I think there's another one or two on eBay. People are asking like $500, $400 for it or something like that. But they're some of the harder Campbells to find. If you go to look up what the copies ordered for this were, it's too small. They don't even list it.
Wow. So this thing could have, because you're saying this could have easily went for more.
Yeah, because usually what happens is those buy it nows go away as soon as the auction starts.
Oh, right? Yeah. Yep.
So when I saw it for 100, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And
okay. All right.
Yeah, for the Campbell collectors, this is a real tough one. I was gonna send it to Joe for a press, but I don't think he'd send it back to me. So
hey Joe, what about that elephant? What Elephant Man Vato?
Sorry, bro. I lost it. I don't know
what. What Elephant Man? All right. Startling Terror Tales, number 13. Beautiful LB Cole cover from 1952. 1952. So this CGC 5.5 sold for $850. Good deal.
That's a great book.
That looks like, dude, this looks so like pop art-ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it reminds me of the William Shatner episode of The Twilight Zone where he's on the plane and the monster is like kind of like out the window.
Yeah, man, that's a good call.
Yeah, that's what this reminds. It's like if it were in color, that's what this would remind me of. And that's what I would think of. But yeah, great cover, sold for $850. I don't know why. That seems like a hell of a steal to me. That seems like a great deal.
Yeah.
All right.
That's not a bad price.
Yeah. And next. That's like easily my favorite episode, easily, of the Twilight Zone. Terror at 30,000 feet. Yes. All right, next is Hard Boiled, another Bruce Timm pamphlet ass comic from the early 90s. Hard Boiled Detective Magazine, number 15. So this sold for $150.
Yeah, I have one of those. So I've got a 9.8 of that.
Oh God! Hold on. Look at that. Damn. Headlights cover and everything. It doesn't say headlights cover in the CGC label.
I know, man. I don't know what the hell's going on with those guys. But yeah, I bought that from Josh. International Comics. But that's a great book. 150 seems like I don't know what the condition on that was, but that seems like a pretty good price.
Yeah, man. It's so weird, man, because you'll see people wanting way too much, and then you'll see like, I don't know, that looks like a deal. So, but I would love to find these. I'm hoping. Okay, so there's this store that I go to, and it's like multiple levels, and it's like devoted to media. You know what I mean? So you've got comics, and then you've got books, and then you've got records, and then you got movies, and then you know what I mean. And I'm just hoping one day they'll have like a box of just these Griffin Publishing books for like $10 a piece or something like that. I'm pretty sure it won't happen.
I'll take the whole box.
Sold. We can dream. All right. Next is Spawn 225. I've never seen this before. So this is the sketch version of the 2012 election variants.
Yep.
I've never seen this.
For this particular one, or any, because they did the sketch variants for all of these homages. So they're all hard as hell to find.
Yeah. Oh, and I should have realized that they would. But yeah, this is so this raw copy here sold for $500.
Yeah, they're all huge sales on all of these.
Very impressive. I'm really impressed by that price. All right, next is another PSA graded book. So Daredevil number 5. So PSA 9.4 sold for $900 after 2 bids.
That's great, man. And I know I wasn't here on the show to defend good old Daredevil, but you guys were giving him a hard time.
But here's the thing: I love Daredevil, but only after Frank Miller put his imprint.
Fair enough. He was a little swashbuckly in the early days, but I mean, I would just say Daredevil. Like, if you think about the consistency of the writing on that title, it probably blows anything Marvel has out of the water. The new dude writing it is not good,
right?
But I mean, you've had just some unbelievable runs of Daredevil, and I think his title. He has had a longer ongoing title than a lot of the A-listers. So I have this book. I have a lot of the early Daredevil stuff, but I've got number 1 too. But yeah, he's my favorite Marvel character. But
Carter hates blind people.
I mean, listen, Matt Murdock is probably like the biggest hound in the Marvel universe. I mean, the number of girls that dude gets with, it's unbelievable.
He senses good pussy.
But yeah, I love Daredevil, and these don't go for as much as some of the other characters, but I don't mind this.
All right. Okay, so PSA 9.4. The fact that it is a PSA.
Yeah, I mean, that seems low. What issue is that?
Number 5.
First Matador or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I think Matt Murdock can like use his sonar to like make out the shape of a chick. You know what I mean?
He is cheating. He's using his sense of smell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's doing all sorts of ethical violations. Yeah, that's not a great sale for that.
Okay.
1,300 was the last 9.4 for CGC in June.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Okay. Next is Marvel Tales number 96. So a CGC 4.0 sold for $300. So this is from 1950.
Cool.
Do I have this? I don't think I have a listing for this. Okay. But you can make out what's going on the cover.
I mean, it's small on my screen, so
Mm-hmm.
I can just get the general gist of it, but it just looks cool.
Hold on one second if I can find the actual listing. Okay, here it is. So it was originally $500. But 4.0, I don't know. This looks a little beat for a 4. This looks really janky for a 4.
Let's take a look at the back. Does it have just like a pristine back cover or something?
I mean, it's like rusty. Like I would say this is like a 3-ish.
2.5, 3, yeah.
Yeah, this was a very generous grade. But I don't know. I love. Look at this.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I'm shocked this doesn't go for more. I don't know.
Maybe someone just looked at the book in there and like, I'm not paying a 4 price for this thing.
And it doesn't say bondage cover either on the label.
It's a cool book.
If she were, I don't know. I really dig this. That's a great cover. Okay.
Dude, that Daredevil movie with Affleck, I'm not joking. Like, my anticipation for that movie before it came out, because I love Jennifer Garner and, you know, whatever. Ben Affleck was a pretty big name actor at the time. Like, my anticipation, I have never anticipated a movie since to the degree that I was looking forward to that movie. I mean, I remember the night I went with my wife, and I was just like, I was just all I was thinking about all day, and well, it was what it was. But yeah, I to this day, I have never, ever built up so much anticipation for a movie as I did for that first Daredevil movie.
Bro, that movie came on HBO all the time, and I watched it all the time.
Yeah, the director's cut, Bruce, was a lot better. 100%. 100%.
Every time I think of that Daredevil movie, I think of the Evanescent songs.
Oh yeah, you know, it's funny. I was it this weekend? Like, Bring Me to Life came back on. I was like, that will forever be Daredevil to me. Like,
mid 2000s rock, man. Nothing beats it. All right. Amazing Spider-Man #3 got a raw copy. Look at this. VG Plus. Honestly, I was looking at it. It looks way better. It looks way better than VG.
I was just gonna say, man, it looks pretty clean from when I'm looking at, and that doesn't seem like a bad price.
Yeah, so this sold for $2,650. Buy it now for $2,650. Beep 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 beep. Okay, so this sold. Okay, I mean, this looks pretty solid.
I mean, it looks really solid. What do you put on that?
Okay, I've got a 5.5 of this book. Either a 5 or a 5.5. And I would say this is probably kind of on par. So yeah, really good looking book. I remember having a low grade copy of this and then selling it and then going, damn, why did I sell that? And then my buddy Josh, who's usually in the comments, Josh, he got a collection of Amazing Spider-Man, and this was in it, and he gave me an amazing price on this.
5.5s. Yeah, are going for and they're climbing. They're going for $4,000. If that's a 5.5, someone did pretty well for themselves.
Okay. Yeah, my buddy Josh Harlan, who's usually in the comments, he sold me an Amazing Spidey 3. All right. Oh, the Pulp Hour. Nice. Okay. It's like a nice assortment of from like super cheap, surprisingly cheap to relatively, pricey. Okay, so we've got Front Page Detective. Front Page Detective from June 1938. So this is the same time as Action Comics #1 coming out. And look at this cover.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Look at this freaking cover.
Fantastic.
So this raw copy sold for $31.50 after 6 bids.
Steal.
Holy shit, man. Wow. I want to take a look at this because this looks so, man, this cover is hot. Look at that. This is awesome. This is a great cover.
That's.
I don't know. Okay. So I'm not sure what the effect is. This an effect or something? Because it feels like the girl is like kind of coming out of the page. Because you see the the Front Page Detective is out of focus, right? But she's in focus. It feels like an effect.
Yeah.
Or maybe how the book is photographed. Because I've never really looked up any other images of this, so it's tough to tell.
You know, it's funny that you say that. I was taking some pictures of books the other night. And I had my camera on portrait mode.
Yeah.
And all of the text was blurred. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh.
And it was bringing forward like the image. So they may have taken this picture on portrait mode.
Okay. Oh my God. Is this a long story short?
Yeah, we should go. There's another book from this run that I've had I think it's Front Page Detective. It's one of the detective series that I've had my eye on for a while. But
okay.
Yeah, we should talk about it.
This is great. This is really good. Bedroom Blonde. This is like the theme of this show is very dangerous women. But I love this. Damn, I wish I had seen this. Beautiful. All right. Now look at this one. Okay, so Girl Model Parade #8 from 1939. I don't know. This cover looks way ahead of its time. I don't know about you. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, is she completely naked on that?
I think so. Let's see. Okay. It looks like it.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know. This image just looks, you know what this looks like? This looks like an avant-garde photo from like the early 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what this exactly looks like.
Some Kate Moss modeling pictures or something.
Yeah. I don't want to click on the other images, but yeah, this is a great cover. And it's a photo cover, but it just the way it's shot, it just looks like, I don't know, man. It just looks what otherworldly, yeah, for the lack of a better term. How about that? But yeah, this is great. So this sold for like $100, $153 after 12 bids.
Nice pickup.
Hell yeah. All right. Thrilling Mystery #2 from 1935. So you've got they're all dangerous depending on your bank account. No Lies Told. All right. Thrilling Mystery from December 1935. And we have a skull and severed head cover. Look at that. All right. So do I have the listing? Please tell me I have the listing for this. Did I save it? I don't think I saved the listing. Shit. But you see what's going on.
Oh yeah, this is fantastic. I know this one. This is a great book.
But the
one for 700.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I love the pulps that predate the golden age of comics, and this fits. This is right up my alley, right here.
Yeah,
this cover. So this is a book. Okay, so I found the Satan cover, and this is next.
Wow, that high up the list.
Yeah, this cover is wild, and yeah, congrats on whoever got this because this is beautiful. That severed head in the jar, man. That is wild.
That's wicked.
Okay, let's see. Weird Tales number. And we don't do numbers. We do dates. Okay, so Weird Tales, November 1935. So this CGC 4.0 sold for $560. I mean, it's kind of like, to me, this is like your standard Weird Tales cover.
Yeah, it feels like you've seen this one many times.
Yeah, but the price was strong enough for me to throw that on there.
Weird Tales, I mean, they seem to move. They seem to go for good prices.
To me, this feels like Weird Tales is like it's like your introduction into pulps.
Yeah.
You start off with Weird Tales, and then that's where it allows you to branch off into other things.
I mean, you find very quickly that the pulp well runs very deep.
You'll drown in it for sure. Look at this cover here, dude. Look at this.
I would have bought this.
Detective World magazine, February 1949. This beautiful raw copy sold for $34.
Seems way too cheap.
Very much so. I mean, it is 1949, but still, man, I'm with this. This is a cover here. Is this a long story?
Yeah.
Short worthy.
Indeed.
God, those are some eyes right there. Damn. Marijuana I sold Hollywood stars. This is it right here. Damn. And it's like, when are you ever going to see something like this again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it comes to these freaking pulps.
Yeah, it's not like there's like countless copies of them on eBay or something.
Yeah. But yeah, beautiful. Beautiful, man. All right. Next is, look at this one. I've never seen, look at that. Look at this cover. Tattletales. August 1935. So we got a topless news girl.
90 years old, this book.
I didn't know they had got down like this 90 years ago. I didn't realize it.
Yes, they did.
Holy shit.
It was in the middle of the fucking Great Depression, but
yeah. Wow. Let me see. Do I have this one? I want to take a look at this one. All right, so they got down. So we got these suspenders covering up the naughty bits there. Wow. August 1935. This is it. This is another one. Okay, so Playgirl of Hollywood.
that's a rat.
These are some really good covers, man. I'm not mad at these. Okay, so oh my gosh, look at this. So the first appearance of Conan.
Wow.
Weird Tales, December 1932, CGC 6.5. This sold for $15,810.
That's nuts, man. That is nuts.
Okay, so which one would you rather have? This or what sold for, or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I'm still gonna go with the Turtles. But the Conan is pretty damn cool.
All right, so Conan or what else did what else did we show that was like or the Spidey 14.
Probably the Conan.
Okay. But yeah, good stuff here. Okay, next is there's a lot that I can say about freaking Weird Tales, December 1932, first appearance of Conan. There's a lot that I can say about it, but we'll move on. Okay, Spicy Detective Stories, July 1936. Damn,
it's not a bad price. I mean, this is not. I mean, there's a lot of Spicy Detectives that I prefer to this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like to have any. I don't even have one.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, just give me one. I'll be happy. Yeah. I'll be very happy.
That's not a bad price for a Spicy Detective, to be honest with you.
It's just something about this composition. You got the composition, and then you have the colors. They got the purple pumps with the like light green, spearmint green dress and the red. Like they knew what they were doing with this cover. So
for sure,
this is beautiful. I love this.
H.J. Ward.
This sold for $165. So I think that's a good price.
Yeah. I would be interested in paying that much for a Spicy Detective. I mean, some of them go $400, $500, $600 easy.
Mm-hmm. I want to. Are there any pulp conventions around you?
No, I've looked. I know there's the one. Is it in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Every time I look for them, that one comes up, but I'm gonna have to look a little bit closer. None that I'm aware of. And I did a quick search and nothing came up, but
okay.
It must be lumped under something else, like magazine. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it feels like you have to like crack the code.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Nobody's talking about it because they don't want us showing up.
They don't want the plebs. They don't want the unwashed masses.
Yeah.
All right, horror stories. June, July 1937. So this sold for $255 after 9 bids. So we have a nice mad scientist torture cover.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Nice mid 1930s cover like this.
Yeah. I'd be all over this.
I'm definitely going to the Pulp convention next year. I'm marking it on my calendar. I'm making sure I got the day off, all that. So
yeah. I mean, freaking Pittsburgh is a hike for me.
Okay.
I mean, it's not even a drive; it's a definite flight.
All right, get into a proper slideshow. Pep Comics number 23 from 1942. Irv Novick, World War II cover. Oh, okay. So you see the scene here, the Statue of Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of the opening of the G.I. Joe the movie.
Yeah,
that's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, man.
Okay, we can see what they reference there. Okay, so 22 total on the census, 190, and okay, so we go from a 9.0 to a 7.0, right? Okay, so this raw copy here sold for $2,800. Do I have it? Pep Comics. So this is Pep Comic. This is art. This is like the issue after Archie, right?
His first appearance, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So this is possibly the second appearance of Archie.
You'd think they would have listed that if that was it.
You know what? I don't think he was that popular to really begin with. You know what I mean?
No, I know. But I'm saying that the seller, you think they
would. Yeah. Okay. So I just don't even think they knew what was going on with this, because I bet you this thing probably could go for more. You know,
it feels a little low, but it's kind of beat up. But yeah,
I mean, no mention of, like, he didn't even show the, like, any Archie pages. So possibly the second appearance of Archie, and nothing. But yeah, this is cool here.
yeah,
Statue of
it's a cool
Liberty.
book.
Yeah. All right. What's next? Venus, number 17 from 1951. Bill Everett cover. I love these Venuses. I don't have any Venuses. So what would you rather have, a spicy detective or a Venus?
Whew, they're both on the list.
If you could have one first, and then it would be like years, maybe even decades before you grab anything else.
I feel like that I'm closer getting a Venus than I am to a spicy detective because I at least see these like out and about.
Yeah.
I'll take any of the spices, by the way. Like
Exactly.
adventure. I know it's a tough one.
my hard hitting questions. All right.
Probably the spicy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of, it feels like I'm leaning towards spicy, just because, like, those covers are just so, like, outrageous. All right. 68 total on the census, with the highest being 8.5. Let's see. Okay, so this CGC 3.0 sold for 1,575.
It's a good sale.
Yeah. What did I want to say about this? Hey, it's decent. I'm thinking, like, okay, so if you come across a spicy detective or something like that, for the same price, you're taking the spicy detective.
I mean, yeah, it'd have to be one of the more desirable ones from that price, because I think I can get a spicy detective for less than $1,500.
Yeah. That's what it feels. It feels like you kind of still swoop in and get a spicy. I don't know. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't know if it's reality or not, but that's the feeling that I get. Okay. All right. What's that? Now we're in the modern age, because I didn't have enough time to do any more golden age slides. But we have Marvel Rising #1. So this came out in 2019. Have you talked about this book before?
I feel like I have, but I'm sure I have years ago, back when this shit was all really hot. But yeah, this is an early Peach Momoko.
Yes. 1 in 25 Momoko variant. 146 total on the census. Yeah, because this is where, because I remember running into the Jenny Frizen, like, cover B variants for this title.
Yeah.
And, like, for a time, it felt like they wanted to go for something.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But yeah, this is a pretty decent cover. And okay, so what? 146 total on the census, 101 9/8, 15 signature series 9/8, and okay, so we had 2 sales this week for this book. 2 9/8 sold for $550 and $450 respectively.
That's respectable.
Mm-hmm. I could have swore people had forgotten about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Apparently not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This book always used to be a little bit tough to get.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm happy to see it, I guess. I mean,
Yep.
I don't know if you...
What was that?
No, I was going to say, I'm glad to see that people, these Marvel Rising books, they had their moment, but the series in general, but they really collapsed. But this is hanging in there at $500 really well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very strong sale. Very. All right, next is The Warriors, official movie adaptation from 2019. This is a wraparound photo cover variant. And look at this. 30 total on the census, 798s, 2 signature series 98s, and we had a raw copy that sold for $100. I don't know, this feels cheap.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the Warriors, because like you have certain variants that go for crazy money, and this one here. Okay, so this interracial like street gang. Now this looks like fantasy, but I remember watching footage of a street gang in Chicago from the mid 70s, and it looked exactly like the Warriors. It's real. This is real life. Some white kid was the leader. He looked just like him. It looked just like him, and you had like this mix of like blacks and Puerto. It was wild. It was wild, and it was real life too. So yeah. So
that was one of the cities really were melting pots, right, man? Back
yeah.
Gangs, anybody could be in them.
It was the funniest thing. But yeah, so this raw copy sold for 100, and it probably could have went for more. That's what I'm thinking. All right, next, Daredevil #3 from 2014. This is a 1 in 50 Jerome Opeña. I did not put the little tilde over the N. Forgive me. I couldn't find where I could do it on my desktop there. But the Opeña variant. Okay.
Yeah, this is a great book.
Great. I swear I have this. I swear I have this.
It's a good one to have, man. It's a ghost.
27 total on the census, 10 9/8s, 3 signature series 9/8s. And look at that. A raw copy sold for $212.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. This book has always been sought after and tough to get.
What is it about it to you?
Well, I mean, I think part of it is that, whatever, it's a #3 from Daredevil, so it wasn't crazy ordered, but why is it like so attractive? I don't know. It's just it almost looked more like just like art. Of course, it's art, but like it's like a painting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like the sky is fantastic. You have the cable car there. And then you just got Daredevil flying over it. Yeah, this book's awesome.
Okay.
I've looked for this book for a long time, but never got hands on it.
I swear I freaking have this. I hope I didn't sell it. I gotta try to like dig a little bit deeper into the collection just to see if I have it. But I swear I have this. All right. Look at this. Uncanny X-Men 510. So this is the convention exclusive partial sketch variant from 2009. This is like one of the mythic level variants here. And take a look at the census. That's pretty low census, in my opinion.
Super low, yeah, for a modern.
Mm-hmm.
The Elephant Men that I just showed you, there's only 4 of those on the census.
Damn. When did what was the year on that? Do you know?
2011, probably, something like that.
Oh wow, okay. Early 2010s. Okay. So basically around this time.
Yeah.
All right. So 56 total. And 16 9/8s, 2 signature series 9/8s, and a qualified. Okay. Look at this. Yeah. This sold for $13,005. So a signature series. Now I typically don't put signature series in this just because I feel it kind of taints it a little bit. But
this book's so rare, man. You can't ignore this sale.
Yeah, this thing sold for $13.50. 9.8 sold for $13.50. So, but J. Scott Campbell signature. But to me, that feels like that signature is just kind of negligible.
I mean, what does this signature really mean these days? He signs everything. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't add any real value. I think this thing still goes for $13,500 unsigned. Like, I don't think that changed the equation on this book at all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm just like, screw it. Let me put it in the slides here. And yeah, I'm really, really impressed by this sale.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a mega modern key.
Mm-hmm. All right. So which one would you rather have, this or Weird Tales First Conan?
This. I got nothing. I got Conan's great. No, he's not one of my favorites, but this thing is so obscure and there's so many collectors for Campbell, you could move this.
Okay. All right. And Wonder Woman number 31.
Oh, this is awesome. Yeah.
I love this cover. We talked about this before.
Yeah, this cover's awesome.
Okay. 125 Mike, all red, Batman 66 variant from 2014. 125. 17 total on the census. Wow, 17. With 8 9/8s, one signature series 9/8. And this raw copy sold for $160. It feels like it could have went for more.
Yeah. But I'm not mad at this, man. This is a great book.
Mm-hmm. I love it. I've been on the hunt for this forever. There's just something about like certain, like these Wonder Womans from the New 52 era, certain ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This would be a great book for the collection.
Yeah, if I find it, it would definitely stay in the collection.
Oh yeah, big time.
Love it. All right, and that's it.
All right.
Okay, thank you guys for watching. I guess I gotta get to sleep. I gotta take Sylvester to the vet in the morning. And Ben, you got important shit to do.
I gotta get some sleep. Got a busy week ahead, and but we will see you guys on Thursday for Long Story Short. So you can tune into that.
Yep, the party continues, and I believe we'll be doing Tuesday Tales from the Flip Side.
I won't be able to join that. I'm coming back from New York but I will tune in and listen in.
Okay. All right. So the party continues on Tuesday. And thank you so much. Sylvester appreciates that. No, we're just doing like a checkup, doing just checkups and stuff like that on little Sylvester. So thank you guys for watching. And we will see you next week on an all new Hot Book Alert Live. All right, everybody. Good night.
Peace.
And